Hello and welcome again to another episode of Saxy After Dark.
Saxy After Dark.
I am your host, Daniel Lee. Of course, I go by Mr. Saxy, and I have my lovely co-host for the evening,
La Page, and I go by La Page.
Okay, she made that very clear. Looking very nice today.
Thank you. You as well.
Well, thank you.
Per usual.
Well, I see it on the comments. A lot of the guys like the way you've been presenting yourself on this podcast. So,
oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah. So, La.
I'm listening. Let's get into it.
We just gonna get into it. So, I was talking with a couple of coworkers yesterday, right? And they went back on the dating because they saw our podcast. And one of the questions they ask is, if a woman asks a man on a date and the man accepts, is the man obligated to pay for the date?
And who's asking you these questions?
My coworkers. I'm talking to my coworkers.
Male or female?
Both.
Okay. All right. So this is a new dynamic we have to deal with in the dating world in 2025.
Yeah. Women are bold down to ask men on dates. And if a man accepts, who should pay on that date?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah. I'm waiting on the answer.
And it depends on everybody's different. If I ask somebody on a date, I guess I'll be obligated to pay. That's only fair.
Okay, I mean, I would think so. In the ideal world, if you ask somebody for something and they accept, obviously you mean it.
Yeah, and that goes with male and female. Like if I ask a friend, I feel obligated to pay because I asked you out to come out with me.
Okay, so how about a first date? Do you think it's always the man's responsibility to pay, or do you think it's something where they should go Dutch?
If he asks me out, he's obligated to pay.
Okay, because there's some situations, right, where it's like, hey, we should see where this goes. We hear this all the time. You're on a dating app, you meet somebody, and then you're sick of texting. So you're like, hey, let's just meet up for coffee. So something like that is mutual. There's no labels. There's nothing. We just want to see how we're vibing. Would you still expect a guy to pay?
Whoever ideal it was to go out on a date and wherever they choose to go to, that person needs to pay.
Okay.
So if you don't want to pay for something, try going to a park, a botanical garden, somewhere where the money isn't, paying isn't a choice.
Okay. And I think that's a good point, because especially like with me as a man, if I'm going to establish, I guess, being a man, I would pay on a first date. But I also know if I'm going on a first date, I'm not going to take you into any lavish spot.
And that's understandable. So that goes back to, okay, if you guys are talking and texting, at this point in time, you should know, okay, this person requires low maintenance, or they'll be okay with a Chili's and the Applebee's or whatever. I got chewed out for that, but you'll know, you can gauge what type of woman you're dealing with based off how you guys been interacting and the type of lifestyle she's used to. You'll go off that, and that's why it's important to date beforehand or vet beforehand, so you can get an idea of where to take her and what she likes.
You can vet, and women say whatever they want to say. But for me, it's just to be a standard for every guy out there, especially the older you get. If you got responsibilities, you got things, even if you have the money, just know that the woman is there for you and not for what you have in your pocket.
Absolutely.
Because once again, I said this on the last podcast, women are investments. We pour into you guys, and what we pour into you is what we get out. But women don't like us when we say our money is also investment. What we put in financially, we expect some kind of return.
But that goes both ways. A woman, we're pouring in our time and our energy. We nurturing you guys. We're encouraging you guys, because sometimes y'all be like big babies. Sometimes, like, oh, baby, like, that's time and energy pouring into somebody else. But that's what y'all supposed to do. Y'all are nurturer. You're absolutely right.
So when we come to y'all for nurturing, don't complain, saying, oh, you soft, you just said, no, that's your job, to nurture.
You're right.
And you want a leader, right?
Absolutely.
So you want a guy to lead in all things, correct?
Absolutely.
Even emotional stability and all that good stuff, that's what men lead. So Okay, so we talked about the finances of dating, whatever the case may be. So I had something to say about I can't remember, it slipped my mind. But what we're gonna talk about now is when you're dating, right? Do you feel it's okay for a woman to ask a man out on a date, or even to go out, like boyfriend and girlfriend type situation? Do you think a woman should be like, hey, babe, I want to date you? Or do you think it's the man's job to bring that up?
I feel like once a woman start asking and initiating, that kind of reverses the roles. For me, I feel like, hey, there are women who are out there that does that. That's you guys. But if you want tradition, then it's definitely up to a man.
Don't ask me out. Don't do it. I asked my son about that earlier. I said, you think it's cool for a woman to ask a man out? He said that kind of takes away from you being a man.
Absolutely.
Now, I do agree, when as a woman, you should do certain things to let a man know that you're interested. Like what happened to the days when women used to flick their hair a little.
Hi, you guys.
Bat their eyes. They made it obvious, like, hey, listen, I got an itch and I want you to scratch it. You know what I'm saying? So women, maybe y'all need to be a little bit more suggestive, because what I'm hearing now is that men are scared to approach women. Mm-hmm. And a lot of women say, oh, it's because, maybe they're intimidated. No, you got to rest and be face.
Yes.
Fix your face.
Yes.
Fix your attitude.
Yes.
Look inviting.
Yes. And that's a good topic that you guys put on, or you guys put out, because like I said, I'm around women and men all day. I'm in the beauty profession, so. And that's something we need to work on. We have these women that's like, oh, he got to do this, or he got to make this, so these guys are like, damn, like, how do I go about approaching this woman if, we out in the club and she around her girls, and the girls, everybody in our girl group, everybody plays a role for the most part. You got the guard dog friend that's like, you gon'...
Oh, we can't stand that.
Yeah, the guard dogs. Everybody has a part.
And that's the one with the dusty shoes. Her toes are probably hanging over the front. Heels crusty.
I'm done.
We know that one.
So it's so many things that guys nowadays have to go through in order to approach a woman. But like I tell my guys, like, be yourself. And yes, rejection is on the line. That goes with love as well. If you're putting yourself out there, there's a chance you might fall in love. There's a chance you might, or there's a chance that she is, might say no, and a chance that she might say yes. But still try.
Always try.
Yes.
You the catch. I tell fellas all the time, you the catch. The older you get, your stock value is high, my brother. Talk to it. I don't care if it's a group. They come like a pack of wolves. Talk and find the finest one you want to pack, and don't talk to them. Yes, sir. And if she reject you, good day, ma'am.
Keep it moving.
And then, matter of fact, stay in the pack and go to the next friend.
I'm done.
Somebody in the pack going to be like, oh, yeah, go to the next friend. I guarantee you, it's going to be one of them that's going to be like, okay, he's all right. You tripping. Stay in there, boy. Stay in there, player.
I'm so done. Yeah. Don't go to the next friend. That is too close for comfort. Because they don't talk about you in the group chat. Like, oh, he tried to talk to me. Oh, he tried to talk to me too.
First of all, it ain't no too close to nothing, because I don't know none of y'all. I know none of y'all. I'm trying to get to know one of y'all. Yeah, you were just my first choice. You brought me down. How about you, mama? You good? You good? All right, y'all have a blessed day. Go back to the bar with your boys and look for somebody else.
That's too close.
Pop.
Like, you can't holler at one person in the group and then go to the next person.
Why not?
That's thirstiness, I feel.
Ain't no thirsty. Y'all say y'all want a man that's a hunter, right? That man hunting. See, women different. Man, we'll do it in your face. Women, y'all do it behind the men's back.
Oh.
That's the only difference. Y'all live it more sneakier. Y'all ain't gonna get caught. We know how y'all do. Park one car here, jump in the next car here. Uber this, Uber that, let him pick you up under the bridge. Yeah, women, y'all sneaky.
Well, it's
exactly.
It's some sneaky women out there, but we're focusing on healthy relationship, not the toxic ones. Okay.
I mean, all this can turn into something healthy, because I'm helping somebody right now realize their situation is kind of toxic. Because that brother right.
Yeah, and all of us have to keep our eyes open. You get what I'm saying? But we're gonna focus on
You can focus all you want, but I got my glasses on. I see straight.
I'm done. Oh, look, where are my glasses?
I see straight.
Where are my glasses?
Oh, she got them thick old glasses, them little there.
Whatever.
Okay,
whatever. Stay focused.
I'm trying. But so that's how I feel about sometimes. But yes, you're correct. I think it's up to the man. Let's go back to that. To ask the woman out.
Absolutely.
But it's also y'all task to make yourself available. We can agree on that.
Absolutely. I can agree.
So, in a relationship, when women are saying they want men to be leaders, right? Is there a cap to what you want him to lead in or lead on in a relationship? Or is it like, be a leader and I'll follow or I'll be beside you? What is it? What is the cap?
I don't think there is a cap. Like every woman wants to feel like, oh, he got the lead. Like we like that. Take lead, take charge. But it's a fine line where it becomes control. If it's becoming like a control thing, like, oh no, you got to do this or you got to do this, then it's not.
Hey, so I'm not going the control route, but I do believe a man is supposed to delegate.
Yes.
And amongst delegating, you consult with your lady.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? So my question to you is, you get that paycheck, you giving it over to your man so he can control and delegate that? Okay, so that's what I was saying. So you're saying you want a leader, you want the man to lead, okay? So when it comes to giving up your paycheck, will you give your paycheck to this man so he can now lead with your paycheck and delegate with your paycheck?
You asking me specifically or speaking as a...
I'm talking about in general. If a woman wants a leader, right? You want him to lead in everything. Y'all say, I don't want to think about it, this and this. Would you lead enough for the money?
It depends on who's better with the finances. If the woman is better with the finances, that's who needs to delegate, what bills and things. If he's horrible with money, absolutely not. It's all about who in the relationship has better financial literacy or financial who's more responsible. Like every couple is different. That's why we need to sit down and talk about, okay, my strength and your weaknesses and vice versa, so we can make this relationship work to benefit both of us.
Okay, so I can agree with that, because there's some men out there that have horrible spending habits and their women are the ones that handle the money. So I can agree with that. But who deciphers what it is you want a man to lead in?
It's what comes natural. Like if you taking care of me, if you taking care of me, I would want to submit to you, because I'm like, it's like Play-Doh, right? If you taking care, like a woman is like Play-Doh, right? We all know what Play-Doh is with kids or some dough, right? If you taking care of that woman, you making sure she's, you molding her and things. But as soon as you leave her out to dry, you can't mold that. You can't do anything with that because you haven't taken care of her. You haven't taken care of her. So naturally, whatever, it's going to naturally flow for us to lead in whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm. And see,
that's where communication come in at. It's not, oh, well, I'm going to do this, you're going to do it. Yes, we have, foundational things as far as like bills and things like that.
Uh-huh. And see, I don't want my woman like Play-Doh. I want her more like clay. So I can take my time and mold her into what I want. Because the thing about clay and Play-Doh is, you're right, Play-Doh can sit out in the sun dry and it's no good, it's ugly, it's cracked. But clay, you can mold that thing, take your time, take the water, you do what you mold it in the shape you want. And then it's cured in a kiln for how many hours at a certain amount of degree. What that means is you're going to have a more of a polished product, a better quality of clay, and it lasts a long time. So fellas, treat your lady like it's clay and mold her into the beautiful vase that you desire. Hallelujah.
Sounds good. That sounds like poetry just then.
I am known for my poetry. But yeah, I think that you're right, communication in the beginning. But I think once you start delegating stuff and chopping it up, it's no longer saying you just want a man to be a leader. You're looking for a partner, a business partner. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think there's someone out there that truly wants a leader. Don't want to think about any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And again, could be me in an ideal world. If a man has that full reign to lead in those capacities, and a woman understands her role, I think the relationship may be a little bit balanced.
Look, why did you just look talking about some roles? Like, is there something that you want to say? Like, what is that?
The only thing I'm saying is, it's just when y'all want a leader, y'all want a man to be in their role as a leader.
Yes.
A woman.
Do you think that's gonna offend me? Like,
oh no, this has nothing to do you. But I'm just saying.
Okay.
Gender roles are real.
Yeah, they are.
Admit it. You're not supposed to be a slave to it. But anyway, we're gonna get off of that. But I think all that comes into play with molding and making a good relationship.
Absolutely.
But it all starts with the foundation of the dates. So women, I believe that let the man ask.
Absolutely.
So do you think a woman should ask a man to marry them?
No. That is out of order. That is out of order. Because it's he who finds a wife, not she who finds a husband.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when a woman gets on her knees and asks a man to marry her, that reverses the roles.
It does. But how about it's just too long? Like, what is the breaking point for you to just say, I'm going to leave, or whatever the case is?
Listen, and for those women that's in 10, 15, 12 year, 8-year relationship, you're sitting here waiting. Oh, he's going to marry me. At some point in time, you should do an evaluation of your relationship. Like, you know what? When somebody knows that they're ready for marriage, that conversation is going to come up. You're going to know it shouldn't be where this man, you're waiting for this man. He's making you feel like, oh my gosh, is he going to marry me? Is he not? Like, there should be clarity in relationships.
Yeah.
So if you don't know after 8 years, 10 years, 20 years that you as a man want to marry me, mm-hmm. I have to make the decision, like, you know what? I'm not going to allow this man to take any more of my time. So I have to be the one to be like, you know what? Enough. I'm done with this. You can't make up your mind with what you want to do with me.
Why not recommend, hey, obviously we love each other because we're here. Why don't we seek counseling to see what the disconnect is? If it's that real and you've been there for 8 years, 4 years, even 2 years for me.
That is an option.
I'll say go to counseling.
Yes, you can. You can go to counseling if that's an option. Both parties agree. That's great. However, going into a relationship, or dating, most people will tell you right off rip, oh, if you hear, oh, I'll see where this goes, or, you know.
They don't know you. We gonna see how it goes.
You right, but that's where vetting comes in the beginning. Like, like certain.
Let me tell you, you know how many teachers they vet, and these teachers are horrible? How many cops they vet, and these cops are still killing ninjas out here? It does not matter how long you vet. When the rubber hit the road, you're going to see some things you just have not seen.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
So, yeah, you can vet. You can have your little questionnaire in the beginning. But you in there. How long you was in the chokehold with that young boy?
Like 2 years. 2 years. But I tried to cut it off before then. Before it even started, I was like, bro, no. You don't want to deal with my situation. I let them. Anybody who I know is not qualified to deal with me, I'll let them know, hey, I come with warning sign and caution tape. I'll let you know right off rip. But sometimes it's like, you know what, let me have a little fun. That was my problem.
Oh, that's what that was.
I know, like, and anybody who has dealt with me, I'll let you know, like, hey, we just kicking it. I did not want a relationship back then. I did not want to be anybody's girlfriend, nobody wife, nobody anything. Because that was that time for me. Like, so I knew, like, hey, this is just going to be fun.
All right. See, that's the era we're in, the fun era.
I'm out of it now. You get what I'm saying? Everybody has their time. Like, you have your little player stage or your little out there stage, your outside time, whatever. But it comes a point where it's just like, you know what? I'm getting older. That is played out. I'm ready to settle down.
I think at a certain age, it all gets played out. Because, like, it does. Because, I've been there. I've done it all. And it's like, it does get played out.
It does.
And then you try to find the right person, but we're going to talk about the age thing another timeline, another podcast, because there's so much things I have to say about men, especially men in the club at 50-something years old, trying to be there with the young people. They look so stupid. Stay home, man. Stay home. Have some grown responsibility. Do some things at the crib. Go play golf. I don't care.
Find another hobby. We can't say, hobby. But then you got to look at not everybody. Let's just say he's 50 years old, but how do we know he never been to the club ever in his life? How do we know? Like, everybody's, you have a good time, entitled to have a good time. However, you get what I'm saying?
I get it. A nice, grown, sexy lounge, I get it.
That's
I'm talking about the jitterbug clubs. You always see that dude in there with the tight pants and then little loafers on. You know how it is.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But let him do his thing. We living in our world. What works for us as far as relationship wise? Like, we know certain places we're not gonna go because
I say it again, get out of there, boy. You too old. Get out of there. That's all I'm saying. But anyway.
Look, I liked him in the club because that's the one who paying for everything. That's the one who taking us out for dinner and everything afterwards. So let him stay in that club.
Yeah, that's the same one they call the cops on because he's trying to get you to the crib.
Okay, then yeah.
Exactly. But I'm going to end it like this because this is one thing I want to do when it comes to this podcast. It's kind of wrap it up a little bit. I want to leave y'all hanging. So the first thing, fellas, ask that woman out. Don't let her ask you out.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be cheap. Pay for the first date, man. And if you can't afford a nice lavish restaurant, which I would not recommend on the first date because you don't know her, go for coffee. Go for a nature walk. Do something where you get to know her for her, but not for her under the influence of some kind of alcohol beverage.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Good
Where
point.
there's noisy people around.
Good
Set
point.
the atmosphere. Even a picnic.
Yes.
Set up a nice picnic. Get to know her. Because I do feel like we got to bring masculinity back. We got to bring back those men who's grabbing those women or going up to the group of women and saying, hey, I cannot leave this place without letting you know you are very beautiful. Now I just wanted to know, do you have a boyfriend? And if she says she doesn't or she says she does, just let her know, hey, your boyfriend's lucky man, and move on, fellas. Don't try to get the number afterwards.
Bring back those men.
I think they coming back.
They are.
They slowly but surely coming back.
They are.
Because the internet dating thing is just, the whole filters and stuff is jacking us up. We got to go person to person.
Yes.
That's why you need to bring back, and I know I was going to try to wrap it up a little bit, but you should bring back the speed dating.
That is so funny. So many people have asked me about it, and I was looking at old clips with it. I am, but we had to figure out how we were going to vet the people before the speed dating, do interviews. We didn't want just random people coming and,
Let's do a Saxy After Dark speed dating / pop the balloon type event. With live music, wine.
Y'all hear that?
We're going to do that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring that back. Because I like the speed
You going to play your sax?
I'll play the sax.
We got to get him back on that saxophone, y'all. I don't know why he playing. He's so talented.
Yeah, well, I'll be in church playing.
We need a sexy saxophonist out here in the community.
It's going to happen. But, I got people like my boy AJ. He be throwing it down, too.
What's up, AJ? Yeah.
Gary Palmer.
But still, you still have your talent as well.
Yeah, and I plan on playing out more, but I got some stuff in the works that takes me... I have to be home to get it going.
Daniel is grooming the men to be men. That's his job. That's your task right now. Helping these men. Because we need these men. Really, we do. And we need the family back.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, we need the family back. But just don't create none after a certain age either, fellas. I'm gonna get with y'all because I'm sick of seeing y'all old behind 60-year-old men with these 5-year-old babies. Yeah, I can't even hold your bladder. You wearing the pants. You and your baby wearing diapers at the same time.
I'm done.
That's a problem.
But why can't he experience fatherhood at his old age? Men can have kids whenever they want to.
I guess so. My dad used to say once a man, twice a child. So I guess he and his kid could be brothers. They could be brothers because y'all both gonna be drinking stuff out of a bottle.
We gotta end this. Let's end this because he ready to go on a tangent right now. Let's finish wrapping this up.
Hey, listen, man. I'm glad y'all was able to join us and have a good time with us. Once again, I'm Daniel Lee. Go by Mr. Saxy, and my lovely co-host
La Page.
And I'm gonna leave you guys with this: peace, love, and happiness, and just enjoy your life. It's short. You probably got more days behind you than you do ahead. Cheers to that. Cheers. You gotta clean.
I can't do that. That is.
Y'all have a good day.